So the alumni team looks like they will play without a goalie. As no alumni goalies come back, and you certainly don't want to learn how to play goalie during a game. So they'll go with the old trash can defense goalie and see how that works for them. All right, we are underway. We'll go with a running clock, 20-minute running clock, 2 halves. We'll go with a 5-minute halftime. And we are underway. The alums with initial control. That's Rob McGee. It is very hard to tell who else is out there, but you know, with face-offs, Rob McGee, I don't think he ever lost a face-off in 3 years. Okay, maybe he lost 1 or 2, but you know, oh, and right off the bat, alums with a goal. Wow. Frank Scrow with the score. And they go up 1-0, less than 30 seconds into the game. Unbelievable. Well, somebody came ready to play, and apparently it's the alumni team. So Frank Scrow with the goal there, and they go up 1-0. Rob McGee, shocking. He wins another faceoff. Wow. I think that's McGee. And right away, the alums come on the attack. Well, back come the varsity, potentially here. So the varsity with control, they're down 1-0. Oh, they'll turn the ball over. So it'll be back possession for the alums. Score. Didn't see who got that. Who got that? Oh, Morgan Young's out there. 17-18 mark. And they go up 2-0. Face off again, controlled by the alum. They come back. They're up 2-0. And they're looking to extend that lead right here. Oh, but they'll turn it over, it looks like. And they'll launch it downfield, but again, possession for the alumni team. Again, they maintain possession. That pass is broken up. And back come the varsity. That ball is loose again. Oh, Terry Green. Mechanics able to maintain possession behind the net. Varsity looking to try and get their first goal here. And it'll come back the other way. So they're up 2-0 on goals by Frank Scrow and Morgan Young. And that's a goal. I believe that's Jake Young. We don't have numbers. Two to one now with the alums on top on goals by Frank Scrow and Morgan Young. But the Mechanics counter. Again, we don't have a roster. Who scored for the varsity there? Jake Long. That's what I thought. He pulls them to within one. That was at the 13:49 mark. All right, so it's another face-off. So far, all four have been controlled by the alums, and make that 5 as they'll come back immediately. But it is a loose ball, and it looks like the varsity has come up with it. So now they're starting to establish themselves a little bit here. They fell behind 2-0. They're within 2-1. And they're looking to set up the offense here. Ball knocked loose, but maintained possession. Shot is up in the air, maintained by the varsity. And that's a goal, and we're knotted. 2 apiece. That looks like Jake Long again. At the 11:54 mark. And they're knotted at 2 apiece. So Jake Long with his second goal. And the varsity has pulled even with the alumni team that jumped out to the quick 2-0 lead. So it'll be back to a face-off again. So far, every face-off has been won by the alums. And they'll maintain possession on that. Oh, no, it's a loose ball. Back comes the varsity. Again, we're going with 20-minute running halves for both. We'll go with abbreviated halftime because we got to get set up for football next. But if you're just joining us, the Alumni varsity soccer game was a great one, with the varsity squeaking out a 6-4 win. They scored 2 goals in the last 11 seconds. Shot blocked. Nice job there. And the Alums look to clear it and get it back. So they maintain possession. Oh, there was a guy wide open in front there, but not able to get it. Ooh, things starting to heat up too. A little checking action going on there, but varsity comes up with it, and they'll come back the other way. Driving in. Not able to beat the trash can this time. Yes. Big save by the trash can in goal, and it'll come back the other way. But they do get possession, so but taking Terry Green, coming up with it, getting it downfield. Oh, there's a collision there. Amazing thing is the Alum gets back up. Shot! Oh, hits the post! And Karam's out. Point blank shot. The Alum's trying to work things around here. Oh, loose ball. So you can tell it's preseason for both teams. Nice move. Nice save and net. Yeah, there we go. Varsity. Oh, they can't maintain possession. Looked like they were going to be able to make a run there. Looks like it was an offside there. So. Ooh. Ooh, a penalty. An infraction against the Alum, so they'll be down a man. Now it's the varsity's chance here. Sorry. It's 2-2. Loose ball. Terry Green trying to stop it. He can't. Now it's picked up. And the Alums come away with it, and they'll come back on the offensive end of things. Back up for another 10 seconds, it appears. There's another penalty. This one will go against the Alums again. Crease infraction against the varsity. 30-second penalty this time against the Alums. We're tied at 2 apiece. Frank Scrow, Morgan Young, a goal apiece for the Alumni team. Jake Long, 2 goals for the varsity. Oh, there they go with the go-ahead goal. 3-2. Not able to see who got that. Who got that? So the varsity takes their first lead of the game. They go up 3-2. Just under 5 or just over 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Again, we'll go with a running clock. We'll go with a very short halftime, and then we'll start right up 20 minutes of running clock for the second half. We do want to thank you for coming out and supporting the Alumni today. We had a great crowd as well for the Alumni soccer game, with the varsity coming away with a 6-4 win in that one. Shot goes wide. Oh, nice save. And that they're good teamwork by the Alums, but nice job as the Mechanics able to thwart that attack. And it'll be possession for the Alums. Back comes the varsity. Nice block there. Ah, there's a goal. And we're tied at 3 apiece. Who got that for the Alums? Name? Who? Got it, Gary. Gary Lazaro with the goal at the 3:11 mark to tie things up. So we're tied at 3. The Alums jumped out to a 2-0 lead, only to see the varsity come back with 3 straight goals to pull up 3-2. But then the Alums off a goal from Gary Lazaro, tying things up at 3 apiece. We do want to give a very special shout out to our very own Stephanie Boone, who's here supporting the Lacrosse alumni game. Always great when we see faculty and staff coming out to support even the alumni games. That's how dedicated our faculty and staff are. So we are under 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Varsity and the Alums are tied at 3 apiece, so this game can go either way at this point. Oh, that's not a block there. Nice defense there by the Alums. Just missing the chance to go back on top. That would have put them up 4-3. We got 1 minute of play left here in the first half. Varsity 3, Alumni 3. So the Alums looking to maybe get the last shot, but they're not going to get that as the varsity comes back with it. Oh, and they'll go up 4-3. Who got that goal for the varsity? Jimmy Moorhead with the go-ahead goal right before the half, and that's where we stand 4-3. Looking to get things started quickly here in the second half. And we're underway here. The alums with initial possession to start, and they'll come right down the field. They'll be the ones that are shooting the trash can, and they'll score. Who scored that goal for the alums? Mike Kushner with the goal to tie things at 4 apiece. So it looks like, from our best guess here up in the press box, that in order to even things out, Williamson's varsity goalie is going to play for the Alumni, and the Alumni will get the shoot on the trash can. And they've already taken advantage of that as they're up, tied things up at 4 apiece. So again, the Alumni team did not have a goalie, an experienced goalie, show up, rather than learn how to play goalie at an Alumni lacrosse game, which we would never recommend. Teams are taking turns having the trash can play goalie for them. And now it is the Alumni's turn to have a shot at the trash can, and they take advantage of that again. And they go up 5-4. Who got that goal? Who scored that? Morgan Young with his second goal of the game. And just like that, the alums go up 5-4. Well, that's one way of controlling a face-off. And the varsity, after letting up 2 straight goals to fall behind, now has possession. Almost a goal there. Alumni will regain possession. Varsity looking to try and get things out of their defensive end across midfield. Their offense has stalled a little bit here. As they were up 4-3, they now are down 5-4. And a nice run here by the alums. Looks like the infraction will go against the alum. So it'll be Varsity will have possession. They're down a goal, 5-4 here. Just under 13 minutes left to go in the game. See if they can get something going here on offense. So far, the Alumni team has put up a formidable defense. Dominic Volpe in goal now for the alums after playing the first half in goal for the Varsity. Shot just wide, but the Varsity maintains possession. Nice job there. Dominic Volpe comes up with it, but he's out of the crease. Looks like he might have momentarily forgot he was playing for the Alumni team this half. And back come the Varsity. Loose ball, though, they'll turn it over. Actually, it's still in play. Nice move there. Oh, hits off the crossbar, bounces out. And it will be Alumni with possession. There's an infraction, so it'll be against the Alums. So the varsity will have possession. They're down a goal 5-4. They led 4-3 at halftime. But goals by Mike Kushner and Morgan Young here in the second half have put the Alums back on top 5-4. Almost, but unable to get the shot off, but it remains in possession as the varsity looking to apply pressure here. But the Alums doing a good job of packing it in on defense and making things very difficult to get an open shot here for the varsity. It'll maintain possession for and what a great shot there. Who was that? Who? Job. Zach Faust. Good to see him back out on the field after missing last year with an injury. That will be a huge boost for the varsity come this spring. As he gets the goal at the 8:57 mark to tie things up at 5 apiece. Again, if you're just joining us, we're going with a running clock, 20-minute running clock. Again, football to follow. We've got to get them out on the field as quickly as possible after the game. So there will be no overtime. If the game is tied at the end of regulation, it will remain tied, which it looked like soccer was going to do until the varsity scored 2 goals in the final 11 seconds to go off with a 6-4 victory over the Alumni. And there's the go-ahead goal. As the Alum go back on top. Who got that goal? Morgan Young again. He's having a field day against the trash can here in the second half. So he scores at the 7:37 mark to put the Alums back on top 6-5. So the varsity has under 7 minutes left to try and knot this game and somehow come away with a win. Loose ball in front, and the Alums come out or turn it over. Varsity comes back with it, but they'll turn it over. And back come the Alums. It looks like Pat Abbott. I don't know who got hurt more, the trash can or the player running into the trash can. Oh, they've checked the trash can. Seems to be okay. He'll remain. You know what they say. One team's trash can is another team's goalie. Or something like that. So, back comes the varsity. Yeah, you know. Jake Long. Out in front. He goes behind the back. Nice move. Let's see if he can get an assist on that. He can't. Off of nice save there by Dominic Volpe. So the alums are just, they're perfectly content to take their time. They're up by a goal. They can let time dwindle down. We're under 5 minutes to go. Again, there's no shot clock going today, so they can just wind things down unless any kind of pressure's applied to them, and so far it doesn't look like there is. So they'll just milk it for all they can. Now they go behind the oh, loose ball. They got a little fancy there, but looks like they'll retain. Oh no, they're throwing it around. So that ball's loose. And back come the Alumni. So 3.5 minutes left to go. They're up by 1. Oh, nice move there. Morgan Young. Oh, he gets taken down. Now let's see if the varsity can take advantage of that. They're under 3 minutes to go. They trail by 1. Oh, Jake Long will have a shot. And that was a great setup after a great fake by Jake Long. Then able to pull the trigger, but not on net, so it'll retain possession for the varsity. But again, under 2.5 minutes left to go. As they're working it around, trying to come in with a set play here. Oh, looking for Zach Faust. He goes behind the back. Just wide of the goal, but it remains possession for the varsity. 2 minutes of play left to go here in the game. 2 minutes left. And they'll turn it over. One minute left to go here in regulation. And the alums looking to, and they'll ice it right there. Morgan Young with the goal. That should just about do it as the alums increase their lead to 2. Scoring on the day. Frank Skro got the alums on the board first. Then Morgan Young with his first goal at the 17-18 mark. Followed by 2 goals by the Mechanics' Jake Long. Then Mechanics up 3-2. Gary Lazaro with the goal to knot it at 3 apiece. Then Mike Kushner with the goal. Morgan Young with the goal. Then Zach Faust tying things up. But then 2 straight goals by Morgan Young, and that's been the difference as play is just about coming to a close. We're under 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that will do it here for your annual Alumni Lacrosse game as the alums come back as they were trailing, came back and pulled it out with a 7-5 victory. Again, we want to thank our alums for coming out. Frank Skro, class of 1W1. Gary Lazaro, class of 0W9. Mike Kushner, class of 1W2. Terry Green, class of 1W9. Pat Abbott, class of 1W4. Dylan Murphy, class of 1W6. Rob McGee, class of 1W8. John Yench, class of 1W7. Tim Abbott also helping out the alumni team today as well, and Morgan Young. So again, it was a fierce battle. We knew it would be. Every year this game comes down to the wire. It did so again this year. But after falling behind, the alums come back and they pull it out with 2 goals late, both by Morgan Young, and they pull away with a 7-5 victory. And we have tabulated, in case you were wondering, stars of the game. First, the number 3 star of the game for the varsity squad, Jake Long. The number 2 star of the game, doing a great job for both sides, was the trash can in goal, doing a great job. So that's your number 2 star. And your number 1 star player for the day, Morgan Young, as he comes away with a big day, as he comes with the hat trick. And that was all they needed as they'll pull out the victory. So we want to thank you for attending today's game.